Unique in reaching record figures of 13 European Cups, 33 leagues, 5 Champions League, 31 Kings Cups. Real Madrid, named Best Club of the 20th Century, and in its history that already accumulates more than a century has become one of the most important soccer clubs in the world, at a sporting, social and economic level. Its white colors, its crest and the players who have defended them are part of one of the greatest legends of world sport and one of the most popular clubs, both in terms of attendance and number of fans. The history of Success presents today, the history of soccer club Real Madrid. On March 6, 1902, the founding board of directors of the Madrid Football Club took place. In it, under the presidency of Juan Padros, the statutes of the club were approved, which played in these first years in different fields of Madrid until the O'Donnell Stadium was established as its own field in 1912. With the growth of the sport in Spain and the increasing popularity of soccer, Madrid was one of the pioneering teams and contributed to its expansion and the creation of competitions such as the Spanish Cup, of which it won 4 of the first 6 editions. After being granted the title of Royal by Alfonso XIII in 1920 and the inauguration of the Chamartin Stadium in 1924, the club's progress was unstoppable, once professionalism was established and the league was inaugurated in 1929. From that period also dates the impressive signing of Ricardo Zamora, Espanyol's goalkeeper and one of the first recognized figures of soccer in Spain, in exchange for 150,000 pesetas. At the beginning of the 1930s, Madrid had its first period of splendor, with 2 league titles and 2 cup titles, but the Civil War took soccer and progress with it. The sporting glories, as Real Madrid's classic hymn says, are those that have marked the club's existence and which. Santiago Bernabeu was first a player and then president, but it was in his position in the box that he would go down in the club's history. A visionary, he led the club to never-before-imagined feats and forever changed the future of Real Madrid. In September 1943 he was elected president and, although the beginning of his mandate was not brilliant in terms of sporting results, his decisions soon began to bear fruit. His was the determination to launch a competition between the best teams on the continent, an idea in which he supported the L'Equipe journalist Gabriel Hanna, which resulted in the birth of the European Cup, of which Real Madrid won the first 5 editions. He was a key figure in the club's success, achieving great notoriety abroad and helping to create the image of a winning club. He signed a generation of footballers who made history with an unstoppable feat: Di Stefano, Gento, Sucess, Copa, and those who came after them. Bernabeu won 30 titles during his tenure, until his death in 1978. Santiago Bernabeu also gave his name to the stadium, named in honor of the president who gave the club its definitive impetus, reaching the highest levels of success at the decisive moment of soccer's expansion on a global level and also as a business. His vision and leadership gave birth to today's modern Real Madrid. In 1952, to commemorate the club's 50th anniversary, Santiago Bernabeu organized a friendly tournament for the Golden Jubilee, inviting Colombian side Millonarios, a team in which Alfredo Di Stefano played and wowed the Madrid fans. In the 80s, a generation of players made Castilla a spectacle worth watching. With their quality, talent and chemistry, they had all the conditions to make history as soon as circumstances allowed them to make the leap to the first team. In 1998, 32 years after seeing Real Madrid win the European Cup for the last time, Mijatovic made several generations of white fans explode with joy with his goal against Juventus in the final in Amsterdam. The arrival of Florentino Perez as president of Real Madrid brought with it a change in the economic model and market strategy. The Madrid of the Galacticos was built in the midst of an explosion of sports marketing, which brought economic benefits to the club that were not achieved at a sporting level. In 2009, Florentino Perez returned to the presidency of Real Madrid and did it in a big way. Record spending, presentations with a full Bernabeu, a parade of stars, Kaká, Benzema, Xabi Alonso, and the icing on the cake, the most expensive signing in history up to that moment, Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portuguese player traded Manchester United for Real Madrid in exchange for €96 million. With 451 goals in 438 games, at more than 1 goal per game played in a Real Madrid shirt, Cristiano Ronaldo has his name written in gold letters in the history of the White Club. Top scorer and leading figure of the team's second golden era, he managed to leave his mark on the same level as Alfredo Di Stefano, the man who forever changed the history of Real Madrid. In 2018, history repeated itself once again. Real Madrid reached the final again, leaving Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, and Bayern on the way. Klopp's Liverpool also reached Kiev, which was weighed down by the painful performance of its goalkeeper Karius, although the final will also be remembered for Bale's bicycle kick goal and for being the last match played by Cristiano Ronaldo in a Real Madrid shirt. One more triumph to close a golden triennium with an unprecedented achievement in modern soccer. Their successes, celebrated at the Sibilis Fountain in the center of the capital, are what have forged the history of a club accustomed to winning and with an enviable track record. World soccer legends such as Alfredo Di Stefano, Puskas, Gento, Butragueño, Raúl, Casillas, Zidane and Cristiano Ronaldo have all played for the club. Players who, with their achievements, their records, and their efforts, have contributed to making the history of the Madrid team even greater and to expanding the trophy room that is currently on display in the bowels of the Santiago Bernabéu. Its players, following a chronological line from those dirt fields where the first rudimentary soccer matches were played to the present day, have been writing with their feet the story of a club that was born as Sociedad de Juegos de Sport and whose name is now known even in the most remote part of the planet. Its 13 European Cups and 33 Spanish leagues place Real Madrid in the highest echelon of national and continental soccer. Its history is a succession of triumphs in various periods of its long life, with some particularly successful moments that have contributed, then and now, to enlarge the record and the legend of the Chamartin Club. Undoubtedly Real Madrid has shown us a great history along the way. I hope this video has informed you. Thank you very much for watching.